The Young and the Restless. Spoilers. Full Friday's update. The 15th of May, 2026. Welcome back to our channel, besties. Today is a beautiful Thursday. The sun is shining, but the drama we are about to unpack is darker than my soul. Grab your iced coffees and strap in, because we have so much to talk about right now. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right now, because I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now. I am literally filming this while I'm running errands, speed walking through the aisles of Target with a cart full of things I don't need because I just had to jump on here and vent. I was mid skincare last night. Literally had a charcoal mask smeared all over my face. And when I saw what just went down in Genoa City, I gasped so hard I dropped my serum and smeared charcoal all over my pristine white rug. I am not okay. We are not just watching a show anymore, we are invested. My soul has actually left my body. Besties, the stakes are astronomical, and I am personally offended by the sheer audacity of these people. Like, they are officially on my do not perceive list, but I genuinely cannot look away for even a single second. Let's start with the absolute cinematic mayhem that is Victor Newman and his golden boy Nick. Oh my God, the tension. Victor is giving Nick the most intense, strict, tough love lecture of the century, and honestly, the vibes are absolutely terrifying. Backtrack for a second, I missed a step. Adam, who is basically the king of doing the right thing in the absolute sketchiest way possible, went straight to the mustache and ratted Nick out. He straight up told Victor about Nick's completely erratic behavior, and Adam is genuinely torn. He doesn't know if Nick is going through brutal drug withdrawals after that entire Las Vegas nightmare, or if he is actively using fentanyl and cocaine again. Nick has been completely spiraling, and Victor's not having it. Victor's mustache was literally quivering with absolute authority. And don't even get me started on the vibes in that room. Victor's just standing there, radiating billionaire menace, basically telling Nick that his little vigilante era is over. Victor does not want Nick sinking any deeper into this dark, drug-fueled hole. So, what does Victor do? He completely takes over the Matt Clark situation. He's like, I am handling this. You are done. Nick is just standing there, looking like a scolded teenager, but you can see the absolute chaos behind his eyes. Nick is fighting demons, you guys. He is fighting literal demons. Is Nick actually going to listen to Victor's strict rule? Bestie, be for real right now. When has Nick Newman ever just sat down and followed the rules? Never. I am calling it right now. This father-son dynamic is going to explode into a million pieces. Wait, hold on. I just heard the weirdest noise outside my window. Is that a siren? Or a really aggressive bird? Whatever. It's probably just my neighbors being chaotic, which honestly fits the mood right now. The aesthetic of my life is just pure chaos at this point. Okay. Snapping back to the main T. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on, because we absolutely have to talk about Phyllis Summers. Send help. My soul is ascending because Phyllis is about to go nuclear. Okay. So Phyllis is currently drowning. She is straight up suffocating under the weight of Victor's AI-generated evidence. Christine Blair is breathing down her neck as the new DA, and Michael Baldwin is practically begging her to stop self-sabotaging. But does Phyllis listen? No. She is feral. And then, oh my God, I am hyperventilating just thinking about it. Phyllis realizes something massive. Her new friend in town, who conveniently has amnesia, it is Matt Clark. Yes, the Matt Clark, the man who has terrorized the Newmans, the man who nearly destroyed Nick and Noah in Vegas. I legit had to yeet my phone across the room when she put the pieces together. Matt casually mentions that some guys named Victor and Noah hate him. You can literally see the gears turning in Phyllis's head. The cinematic zoom on her face when she realizes she is sitting across from the Newman family's sleep paralysis demon. It's an absolute masterpiece. She is not just defending herself anymore. She is weaponizing this man. She is looking at Matt Clark not as a person, but as the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card. Phyllis is sitting there, calculating the exact trajectory of her revenge. She's thinking, do I run to the Newmans and tell them their worst nightmare is wandering around Genoa City with a blank brain? Or do I use this to blackmail Victor into dropping the lawsuit? Besties, we know Phyllis. She is going to hold on to this secret like it's the last designer bag at a sample sale. She is going to use Matt Clark as the ultimate bargaining chip, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because if Phyllis unleashes Matt on the Newmans to save her own skin, the villain arc is going to be legendary. She is playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay. Back to the main event, because if you thought the Phyllis tea was piping hot, we need to swerve over to the Abbott mansion because Jack Abbott is officially off the rails. Jack is playing the most unhinged psychological mind games with Patty Williams. Yes, Patty, the woman who has literally poisoned people and caused absolute havoc. I am genuinely unwell over this. Let's dissect this mess. Jack is absolutely desperate to nail Victor for the yacht kidnapping. Remember the boat? The whole Patty and Jack on the boat fiasco, where Diane caught them and basically served Jack with divorce papers in her mind. Yeah, that Jack is drowning in his own bad decisions. His marriage with Diane is hanging by a literal thread, and he is convinced that Victor orchestrated the entire kidnapping to ruin his life. So what does Jack do? He decides to sweet-talk Patty. He is dropping his voice an octave, giving her the puppy dog eyes, and trying to manipulate her into confessing that she colluded with the mustache. I genuinely cannot even fathom the audacity of Jack Abbott right now. He is playing with fire. Patty is not someone you just casually manipulate over afternoon tea. She is a wild card, but Jack is so laser-focused on taking Victor down that he is willing to risk it all. He thinks if he softens his tone and plays the charming ex-lover, Patty will just spill all of Victor's secrets. It is giving major I can fix her energy mixed with I am going to ruin my own life vibes. Honestly, I am totally living for it. But also, Jack, please go to therapy. Just picture the scene. Jack leaning in, using that smooth Abbott charm, trying to coax a confession out of a woman who is entirely unpredictable. And Patty is just sitting there, probably soaking up the attention, but also fully capable of snapping at any second. If Jack pushes the wrong button, she is going to absolutely destroy whatever is left of his sanity. And don't even get me started on what Diane will do if she finds out Jack is spending more time sweet-talking Patty. Diane is already on the warpath after catching Jack with Nicky. The Abbott mansion is a literal powder keg right now, and Jack is just dancing around it with a lit match. I am calling it right now. This entire situation is going to backfire so spectacularly. Victor is 10 steps ahead of Jack, as always. If Victor finds out Jack is trying to flip Patty, Victor will crush him, but Jack is too blinded by his hatred for Victor to see the massive trap he is walking into. It is a high-octane psychological masterpiece, and I am physically vibrating from the stress of it all. Jack thinks he is the puppet master, but he is literally just tangling himself up in his own strings. Seriously, I need a nap. My heart rate is at 150 BPM. Between Victor trying to control Nick's drug spiral with his iron fist, Phyllis plotting to use an amnesiac Matt Clark as a human shield against the Newmans, and Jack trying to seduce a confession out of Patty Williams, Genoa City is officially the most chaotic place on earth. I am so deep in this lore that my grip on reality is slipping. This show is my entire personality now, and I am not okay. I need to know what happens next. Will Nick rebel and go completely off the deep end? Will Phyllis drop the Matt Clark bomb and watch the Newman Empire scramble? Will Patty expose Victor or just absolutely ruin Jack's life for fun? Okay, I have to go finish my errands before I literally pass out in the middle of this aisle from the drama. Stay chaotic, besties, because we are in for a wild ride.